All right, ladies and gentlemen, the first Bulls home opener win in over 5 years. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you enjoy it, hit that like button, hit that sub button. Post Bulls videos every day, NBA videos every day, trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So all new subscribers, thank you guys so much. The Bulls have a point guard, man. The Bulls have a point guard. It's awesome. Now, keep in mind, our first game was against Detroit, without Cade Cunningham nonetheless. This game was against the New Orleans Pelicans without Zion Williams, obviously. And, we have some easy games in the beginning of the schedule. But if you watch my channel, this is something I've been preaching. Regardless, a win is a win, right? We're not going to be looking back at the end of the season saying like, oh yeah, we had a good year, but that Pelicans win was without Zion, or, oh yeah, that was a good season, but we started off with a victory against the Cadeless Pistons. Like, we're not going to be thinking that. We're going to be looking at the freaking record. So this is awesome because 11 of the 12 Bulls opponents in November are pretty freaking good. So there's some concern with the month of November, but here's the thing, and this is something I've been trying to say. You get wins like this. Like, Detroit's win the other night was sloppy. Like, the Bulls weren't making anything. It was a sloppy win. They, got better as the game went on. But if you're able to figure out ways to win like that, that's going to be extremely useful. You're picking up momentum, just like tonight against New Orleans Pelicans at home. You're gaining that momentum. So when you have this 12-game stretch, 11-game stretch, you're ready to go. Your momentum is on your side. Like, you're feeling confident and you're good to go. So let's get into some actual statistics from tonight. Let's start with the Bulls side because they shot really good, man. Like, they literally shot, 50% from downtown, 14 of 28 from downtown, 52.8% from the field, and then 80% from deep. Looking at the starters, let's start it off with Zach LaVine because this is actually something I realized in the first quarter, or kind of after the first quarter. So Zach LaVine, first off, ended with 32 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists, and a block on 11 of 19 shooting and 6 of 9 from downtown. There was like 2 minutes left in the first quarter. The Bulls were beating the Pelicans pretty good, and DeMar DeRozan had 11 or something like that. Zach LaVine had 0 points. And I get a text from my buddies, and they're like, it's crazy. I can't believe it's real life that we have DeMar DeRozan. Like, it's weird that DeMar DeRozan is actually on the Chicago Bulls because he came out and said the other day that he was entertaining the Clippers. He was entertaining the Lakers, and he decided to pick the Chicago Bulls, which is something us Bulls fans have not felt in a very, very, very long time, to be like the number one option. So it was crazy because, I get this text from my buddy saying like, how the hell do we actually have DeMar DeRozan? And then it was like another switch went off in all of our brains where it's like, wait, not only do we have DeMar DeRozan, we're winning this basketball game by a comfortable margin, and Zach LaVine has 0 points. Like, it's just crazy. I mean, if he's able to score 0 through the first 10 or so minutes of a basketball game, finish with 32, 5+ and 5+ with 6 threes, offensively, we're looking pretty good. So defensively, that's where we come into a little bit more issues, but hey, maybe let's not worry about that until we desperately have to. Moving on, Lonzo Ball. Like I said, we have a point guard, 17 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 6 of 11 from the field, 3 of 8 from downtown, and threw in 3 steals. I mean, we have a point guard, man. I can't remember the last legitimate point guard we had. Well, the answer is Rajon Rondo, and that ended, first off, the way that ended was BS because we were up 2-0 on the Boston Celtics heading back to Chicago. Rajon Rondo gets hurt. We should have upset the Celtics in the first round as an 8 seed, but that was like the last time we had a legitimate point guard who can do more than just, score. Like, that's giving too much credit to the Bulls draft picks, like scoring, like, because Kobe White's Kobe White. I'll take 15 points per game. Moving on, Nikola Vucevic, 31 minutes, 4 of 11 from the field, 1 of 4 from downtown, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, but this is crazy. 4 steals, 2 blocks, only 10 points. So Nikola Vucevic really defensively tonight, he demonstrated his worth. And like I said, this is one of the big question marks around the Chicago Bulls is defense. Are they going to be able to hold their own defensively? I look at guys like Lonzo Ball, Patrick Williams, who are kind of going to be the, good defenders in the starting lineup. And then obviously you have guys like Caruso off the bench who can play some good defense. Vucevic, to me, is above average defender. Zach LaVine is a solid on-ball defender. Off-ball, he's pretty miserable. But Coach Popovich worked in the Olympics this year. I think he's only getting better on the defensive end. So I don't have too many defensive issues with this team. I guess 112 to the Pelicans isn't the most reassuring. But at the same time, the other day against Detroit, they were able to not let Detroit, because Chicago was having major offensive issues. They were able to not let Detroit get out of hand. Like, they kept it within 6, they kept it within 8 pretty much the entire game, despite shooting horribly in the first half. So defensively, I think they're going to be able to hold their own. Now, we'll see next month when they start playing teams like the Lakers, Clippers, Warriors, like a huge West Coast swing. We got the Nets 2 times. We got Philadelphia. So it's going to be interesting to watch them then. But for right now, you're just gaining that momentum. You're playing as a unit, getting to know each other, and it's working well. So DeMar DeRozan, great game from him tonight. 45% from the field, 26 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. I can't believe he's in a Bulls uniform. It's just honestly so weird, like good weird, but it's so interesting that he's actually on the Chicago Bulls. DeMar DeRozan is one of those players I've always wanted to be on my favorite team, or at the very least a team I watch on a consistent basis, and that's exactly what I got for it. I asked and I received. DeMar DeRozan's on my basketball team. I don't know what else to say. It's awesome. Like, it literally is awesome. Patrick Williams, a little sluggish tonight, or I shouldn't say sluggish, a little non-aggressive. I don't know, man. He took 5 attempts, but what I did love to see from Patrick Williams tonight was 2 for 2 from the 3-point line. I want to see more threes. I want to see more field goals, but hey, I get it. It was pretty much a blowout this entire night. He's kind of the backbone. He's not really a focal point in this offense. So he'll have his time. And in the meantime, he's going to continue playing great defense. So moving on, we got Elijah Johnson. He put up 8 and 8 off the bench. Troy Brown Jr., he finally didn't have 3 fouls in the first 3 minutes of his game. So he was able to put up some stuff for us tonight. Pretty decent statistics. Javonte Green is a guy I wanted to pinpoint. Javonte Green and Alex Caruso, honestly, because both of their plus minuses were actually the highest on their team. Javonte's was plus 20, Alex Caruso's was plus 22. Combined, they scored for 19 points. Javonte had 10, Caruso had 9. 4 of 6 for Javonte Green, 4 of 7 for Alex Caruso. Able to put up assists, able to put up steals. Javonte Green was able to put up a steal and 2 blocks. So, this bench unit was something that had some question marks going into it. They got Alex Caruso. I think Javonte Green's a very low-key guy that they have on their team. Elijah Johnson, I think he's very low-key as well. Derek Jones Jr., he only saw 2 minutes tonight. I guess he's behind TBJ in the rotation right now. We'll see how long that lasts. We'll see. We'll stay tuned for that. We'll monitor the situation. Saw a little bit of Tony Bradley in garbage time as well. But altogether, man, it was a really good game by the Chicago Bulls. And like I said, it was the Pelicans without Zion, so take it how it is. But at the same time, there's a lot of positives to take out from today. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button. That's it for me. Bulls content every single day. I'll see you guys tomorrow.